Hi, this is Sidra, and you're watching me on your YouTube channel Trends21. Thanks for watching me, and thanks for following my lessons, and thanks for liking me above all. Now move towards today's lesson. Its name is The Kind Dolphins. Long ago, on a broad river far in the north, there lived a fisherman. Every day he went fishing in his boat. He did not leave his house because his house was his boat. Because he was living in the boat and the boat was his house. The boat had a flat bottom, means the bottom of the boat, the lower area of the boat was flat. He sailed it up, and means to row the boat. Although the river was broad, it was not deep because it was not dangerous to go deep. The fisherman was poor, but he was very kind. He shared everything with his family and friends. Sometimes he even shared what he had with the dolphins of the river. Means rest of the food he used to throw inside the river for the dolphins who were living inside. He was taking care of the animals inside the river. Now the dolphins of this river were not like other dolphins in the world. These dolphins were blind, but they did not mind. They did not need eyes because the water in the river was brown and muddy. They could not have seen anything, even if they had wanted to. Means it's a sad side displayed by the writer that the water was filthy because of the people. They used to throw the garbage in the water and it was muddy and filthy. This is quite sad. One day, the fisherman caught many fish in his net. There were some carp and lots of tiny shrimp too. Tiny shrimp means little fish, and carp is also a kind of the fish of different types. The fisherman knew that these were the dolphin's favorite foods. He looked at his catch, means he just looked how much he has caught. And he said to his wife, "There is plenty of food here, dear. For us it is enough. Let's share it with the dolphins." The fisherman threw some fish back into the river for the dolphins. The dolphins were happy. They had a tasty meal. Some days later, there was a storm. Means a thunder. There was lightning and thunder. The sky became black. Oh my God. The river became black too. It was horrible. The water rose up and down like this. We have seen in the movies that if a storm is rising in the water, this is very frightening. And there were great waves. The rain came down like a waterfall. Oh my God. The fisherman's wife and children went inside the boat, but the fisherman stayed on deck. Means he was just facing that storm from the front, so his family could be saved. He had to make sure his boat was safe. Suddenly, there was a huge wave and the boat nearly toppled over. Means it was just touching the front side of the boat, was hit with the wave, and boat was like this, steep. The poor fisherman slipped and fell into the water. The fisherman's wife came to find her husband, but he was nowhere to be seen. She started crying. Oh dear, where are you?" cried the wife. "My husband has drowned." She started mourning. Mourning means weeping with sorrow. The fisherman's wife looked over the choppy water. Choppy means choppy like a knife cutting. Chopping, you have listened. She could not see him anywhere, so she went inside to be with her children. And she missed seeing the strangest sight. Two dolphins were swimming towards the boat. One had the fisherman on his back. The other was at his side. Means this was the sight which was missed by the wife of fisherman. The fisherman's wife heard a loud thunder, and she came out to see, and then on the deck lay her husband, all cold and wet but safe. "Where were you?" asked the wife. "I don't know," replied the fisherman. "I slipped and hit at my head on the boat. I toppled into the water." "But how did you get back into the boat?" asked the wife. "Ask the kind dolphins," replied the poor man and smiled. The story is ended. Means it is related to those who do good with others without any reason. Means they don't think of the reward. They just keep on helping others. They just putting on the goodness of their brains, and they just distribute that goodness amongst others. And finally they get the fruit. It could be not as much, but it would be definitely happening to them one day. It could be late, but definitely they will get the fruit one day. My message for today is that be elevated and be sticked on with your ideas. One day you will find yourself getting the goal. And my intention again is to give you the goal to speak English confidently. And if you are criticized, and if you are, how should I say, stopped by others, you are succeeded. In my opinion, you are in fact getting the goal. Thank you so much.